And with a third of on-site parking gone here, some are speculating what that will do to the cost of a parking space right here in this private lot. Metro CEO Paul Wiedefeld says Metro will install the necessary cables for both cellular and radio systems at the same time. Now, police tell us this is where a fight broke out amongst a group of boys in front of this Sears home appliance showroom, and then a Wilson High School student was stabbed. We spotted some cameras near the graffiti. If you own one, neighbors are asking that you review the footage from early Thursday morning. A grand jury indicted the owner of an AC repair company for intentionally damaging a customer's unit. A Sandy Springs homeowner says she called Terrell Heating and Air for a quote on a new unit for her insurance. She says James Terrell used a blowtorch on the AC to better his chances of collecting money from insurance. Close to home, a water break at Howard University Hospital this morning has shut down the emergency room and forced patients to go elsewhere. The break happened in the basement area where the intensive care unit is located. 8 patients have been moved to another floor. There is no word on how long repairs will take. The chants are somewhat familiar, but the shootings are not.
People are very passionate on Twitter, but I feel like as the youth, we need to come out and show why we're so upset.
Frustration stemming from sadness and anger concerning 2 tragic shootings.
I hope that what we're doing is bringing people together. If you look around, it's not just black people out here. It's everybody, because this is a national issue.
On Tuesday, 37-year-old Alton Sterling was killed while he was being restrained in Baton Rouge. On Wednesday, 32-year-old Philando Castile was shot and killed during a traffic stop in Minneapolis. Video after the shooting was captured in the car by his girlfriend. Both shootings are under investigation. Sterling's is already in the hands of the Justice Department. Protesters marched from the Capitol building to the center of Pennsylvania Avenue to make their point loud and clear. The protesters believe that both shootings are proof the criminal justice system is against black people. James Johnson, Washington. Metro will spend $120 million to improve cell phone service and radio connections to its subway tunnels. Writer Charlton Battle says he is grateful that the Metro is finally coming to terms with cell phone coverage.
I really thank Metro for thinking about us to that extent as to wanting to support us and our businesses, you know, because that's what the phones are for. And I think it's a good thing for them to do. But with the prices, I think that's going to cause a raise.
Production and engineering are already underway in a 6,000-foot tunnel between Glenmont and Forest Glen Metro stations. Metro also is stepping up safety patrols on trains and buses after recent attacks on riders. Patrols will be reassigned to cover high-visibility areas. Writer Naomi Ayala says it's a help.
Areas that are highly trafficked, Metro stops, I think that's a great idea for obvious reasons. There are more people there.
James Johnson, Washington. At Key Elementary School, the day started off the same for brothers Sebastian and Lucas. But then a grand surprise from the school's mascot changed everything.
Let's do this. I'm gonna catch you.
8 months have gone by since Sergeant Maximiliano Guerra has been deployed. His first stop was to see his boys in school.
What? No hugs?
A homecoming that means the world to him.
I just want to give him a big hug because I missed him.
Almost every day at about 3 a.m., he would wake up in Kuwait to read the boys a bedtime story.
I just missed him.
It's an amazing experience to see him again. Him to want to be on top of me the entire time, which is it's awesome.
He has served for more than 14 years and cherishes every moment he gets with his boys.
And they were so surprised. Their face was like, they didn't know what to do. They weren't ready for it.
After instant shock and overwhelming joy,
I've been so brave!
You have been.
And catching up where they left off.
Just glad that the family's together.
Reunited once again after what feels like years apart.
You're pretty strong, man.